Hello and welcome back to another episode of Father Knows Best. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and today what I'm talking about is the latest thing to come out of YouTube trying to get rid of people. Yay!
Take over.
So yeah, for those of you out there who don't have channels, I'll try to explain this so you can understand why it's important to those of us who do have channels. And for those of you who do have channels, I'm sure you understand this also, but I thought I'd like to just get on here because it's just such crap. And YouTube was named YouTube because anybody could get on there and make some videos and have their voice heard. If you had something that people liked watching, you could gain a following. You could have fun with it. The original intent of the whole thing was to have fun, right? But over the years, it's become more and more of a business and less of fun. More of like a job and less of something that you look forward to. Heck, even for people that watch, you've noticed the changes as it goes. From just guys hanging out, talking about things that they love, whether it's video games or other topics on YouTube, to today where the biggest channels seem to just do the same old stuff. They don't produce their videos. They have no editing skills. They have no production skills. They have no value of any kind other than shock value and just screaming and yelling into the microphone and trying to get all the teenagers or younger kids to watch because, of course, they have the most free time and they'll just sit there and the watch time will go up and up and up and the minutes will go up and up and up. And even though... So this is what I don't understand, because you see, I went to school for broadcasting and media and stuff, and some of my classes actually talked about demographics and advertising. Go figure. Education. Crazy. You would think that the advertisers on YouTube would think about it for a minute and go, listen, just because a person has 10 million subscribers and all these views and everything, if everybody that's viewing their stuff is a teenager or younger, they can't buy anything. They have to still ask mom and dad to go buy it. And yeah, you know, Christmas time comes and birthdays and stuff, and that's all well and good. I mean, just watch Nickelodeon and stuff around Christmas time. It's like nothing but toy ads. I mean, SpongeBob even has to like take a hike for a while. You don't get as many episodes. It's too many commercials. But for YouTube, I don't see the appeal. These guys are spending, these advertisers are spending thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on advertising campaigns. Do they actually see any return on that? Do they see anything back from it? Or is it just pissing in the wind and thinking, well, there's millions of people watching, so naturally that's a great place to put your stuff? No. I actually worked at an insurance company which will not be named. It's not the one I work at now, but a different insurance company, and I had heard stories because they sponsored halftime at the Super Bowl once, right? And they spent millions and millions of dollars buying the whole halftime show and everything for Super Bowl, thinking there'd be millions of people watching. Everybody that worked there had to work that day. No one could take the day off. It was going to be a grand event. Woo! We're spending millions of dollars. The phones are going to be ringing off the hook because Super Bowl, right? Well, they failed to realize that the people watching the Super Bowl weren't interested in calling to buy insurance at halftime. They were interested in going and getting another beer, eating some pizza, talking to their friends at a Super Bowl party. Okay? And what I'm saying that for is that when these guys spend millions of dollars on YouTube to advertise on channels that, yes, get high numbers, but have the demographics that will not pay any attention to those commercials and won't buy anything from those commercials, why advertise on that? So anyway, I digress. That was just something I was thinking of, but the real reason for this video is the new rules that have come out today from YouTube is that they will demonetize your channel and you will no longer be eligible for the YouTube Creators Program or Partner Program if your channel has less than 1,000 subs and if your channel has less than I think it's 4,000 hours of view time, which adds up to 230,000 minutes or something like that. I'm very fortunate because I just barely make it. And I just passed 1,000 subs not long ago, and I looked at my trailing 12 months, and I have like 280,000 minutes, which seems like a crazy amount, and it really is. And so I'm very lucky in that respect, but I had a very out of the ordinary October. For some reason in October, I had an extremely high amount of views and subs that came in during that month. I have no idea why. And since then, it went right back down where it was prior to October, to what was normal, what I was used to. So I recently put out a video because I've been kind of discouraged, honestly, from seeing channel growth and then just having it go away for no apparent reason on both sides. No reason why it grew, no reason why it went away. The problem that we're having here is that it all boils down to monetization. And a lot of people watching this and a lot of other people might say, well, who gives a crap? Do it for the love. Do it for the love. You're supposed to love doing this stuff. And I do. But don't let anyone on YouTube, I don't care who they are, don't let anyone on YouTube tell you that they only make videos because they like making videos. I like making videos, but I also like people watching what I made, okay? And I'm just being truthful with you here. I'm not going to look at the camera and look at you through YouTube and lie to you and say, no, I'm just here for the love of the game. I just love making videos. It doesn't matter if anyone watches it. Well, then why make a video? If you're talking to people and no one's listening, what's the point of talking? You're just talking. You may as well go and put your face up against the wall and shout at the wall. You know, that's basically the truth of it. I'm not here to make $1 million, and I'm not here to make a ton of money. In fact, if you are, prior to this change, if you were not part of a network, if you were not part of, like, I'm part of Screenwave, if you're not on Screenwave or you're not on some other network, whether it's Maker or I think Machinima was a big deal back in the day. If you weren't on somebody's network and you were just relying only on Google to pay you every month, you had to break a threshold of $100 every month to get paid. If you hadn't reached $100 yet, what you made that month would roll into the next month, and once you hit $100, they would send you a check for $100. That's how it worked. If you're part of a network, you just get whatever you get every month. If it's $2, if it's $100, it doesn't matter. It could be thousands of dollars. You got a good channel. So for the first couple of years that I was on YouTube, I had monetized everything, but I never once got paid because I didn't earn enough to get up to $100. Okay, so the monetization part of it, of actually getting money, isn't the reason why you want to monetize your channel. You monetize your channel because if you don't, YouTube doesn't make any money on the videos either. If there are no ads in front of your videos, not only do you not get paid, but Google doesn't make anything either. So let's think this through. Let's just sit back and think this through. If you are not monetized, what incentive does Google or anybody else have to promote your channel or expose you to new viewers? Because let's back up again for 1 second. No one is on YouTube because they don't want people to watch them. The core reason why anyone does this is because they want to make videos that people watch. That's the reason. The money, if you make it big enough to make any cash, is secondary. That's like icing on the cake. And it's a real nice icing too, if it ever happens, because you do put in a lot of time and effort. But even if I didn't make a dime off of YouTube, but I had, 100,000 subscribers, I would be very motivated to make another video, even if I didn't get any monetization from it, because ultimately I wanted to make videos that were fun, that were entertaining, and that a lot of people watched. Because that's why you make art. That's why making videos is kind of like an art form. It's a creative process. You get to make stuff out of nothing. People get to see you. They get to hear your voice. They get to hear your thoughts, whatever it is. So what they're doing with this is they are trying to silence the voices of those who would like to be heard by demonetizing their channel. And so this is where I was talking at the beginning. People that just watch YouTube, the reason why you should be concerned about this is that, yeah, they're going to take away the monetization for a channel that you like. Say there's a channel that you watch that has less than 1,000 subs, okay? They'll take away the monetization, but that won't matter to that guy. Wouldn't matter to me, because the most I ever made in any given month for like 90% of the time that I've been on YouTube has been like $2, right? So I can buy my own cup of coffee that month and forego the money. That's fine, right? Most people can. If you can afford a microphone and a webcam, the $2 a month isn't going to break you. So they take away the monetization. Boo-hoo, big deal. But they also take away the chance for you to be exposed to anybody else. Your channel is going to dwindle away to nothing. At least that's what they hope. And you're going to be demoralized to the point that you're not even going to want to do it anymore. Once again, the core reason why anybody does YouTube is they want to make something that someone else watches. They want some people to watch it. So if YouTube shuts down any kind of growth potential that you have, that kind of takes the fun out of it. Takes the fun out of it for me, because I spend a lot of time making these videos, as do many other creators. Some of the best videos I've ever watched were from people that didn't have huge channels. Might have had 1,000 subs, might have had 2,000 subs, might have had 100 subs or less. It doesn't matter. I've seen videos that are good from many different people, but I probably would never have even seen those videos going forward, because they'll never appear in a recommendation. If I watch a video on a certain topic or a certain video game, it gives you recommendations off to the side of, here's some other videos you might like to watch. Fair enough, right? They're not going to put people in the recommendation side that aren't monetized, because YouTube's feeling the pinch. It costs a lot of money to host all these videos and to run this website all the time. So if you have 1 million different channels that collectively, say, make $1 million a year, right? But it costs you $2 million worth of upkeep to host those million channels, well, then you want them gone. And that's where YouTube is right now. I am fully convinced. I called it a long time ago, saying that they want to push smaller channels out. They want to become TV. They want to become, you know, YouTube Red. They put that out. They wanted people to subscribe and give them money to watch YouTube. No one's doing YouTube Red. They put out YouTube Cable or whatever, YouTube TV, where you can cut the cable cord and buy this. I don't know how well that's doing, but I don't think it's going to take off. Because people go to YouTube specifically because it's supposed to be something free, and it's supposed to be an alternative to watching regular TV. You don't see channels about retro video games on broadcast TV because it's still kind of a niche thing. You know, you can get guys on YouTube that have millions of subscribers across the entire world, but if you aired that on a network at a certain time, it would never pay off. So YouTube is the best place to see that kind of stuff. At least it used to be. See, I don't understand why YouTube puts all their eggs in the basket of these guys, the big channels. That's what I was talking about at the beginning, about advertisers getting ads placed on channels that are going to do them no good. All of the heat and all of the bad press that YouTube's got recently about everything that's caused all of the adpocalypse and advertisers backing out of YouTube and Google being worried about it and stuff. It all started back a while ago with PewDiePie, maybe even something before that, but he was like one of the high-profile ones where he said some stuff racial or talking about Nazis or something like that, and he made everybody angry, and all the YouTube advertisers were like, whoa, we don't want to support that kind of speech and stuff. It wasn't the guys with small channels with good content that were causing YouTube to get in trouble. It was their biggest channel that was causing them to get in trouble. And what do? They slap them on the wrist. No, 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 you shouldn't do that, you bad boy. Don't do that anymore. Most recently, we've had the whole Logan Paul thing, which everybody's probably heard about. This is a YouTuber that's another big YouTuber with millions of subscribers that YouTube just panders to. Google panders to these people because they bring in the big numbers, but their demographic is so young, it's going to do you no good in advertising. But he went out and did a video in this forest in Japan where people go to commit suicide, and he did a video standing next to a guy that was like an actual person who was no longer with us, hanging from a cord. And they wonder why they get in trouble. These are the guys that they support. These are the guys that they recommend. These are the guys that they do YouTube Red series with. No. What are you guys doing? I don't care if you like my channel or not. The fact remains, putting all your eggs in one basket, YouTube, with these mega YouTubers that really have no training. They're not professional in any way. They don't care what they say. They're usually very young, immature people that are making a lot of money fast, because at that level, you're going to make money. If you kick them off YouTube, they don't care. They still already are rich. You know, they're just doing this for the lols. LOL. Woo! What they should do, instead of just slapping these guys on the wrist and saying, no, no, you bad boy, they should make an example of a couple of them. If somebody does something as bad as making a video making fun of somebody hanging behind him on a rope, they should just kill his channel and put a statement out there saying, we don't stand for this. You do it, you're gone. You know, you can get 3 strikes because you put music or something in your videos, and they'll kill your channel. They'll also kill your channel inadvertently because their robots mistakenly found something on your channel. They'll do that. There's no problem there. They'll just kill channels for that. But one of these mega YouTubers that does something that's like career ending if they were doing anything but YouTube, and they just slap them on the wrist and don't get rid of them, there's your problem, YouTube. That's your problem. You're focusing all of your energy on these guys that can do you no good, because they don't care about their content, and they don't care about you. They're not bringing in any kind of audience that an advertiser would really want to advertise to, because their audience, you know, can't buy anything for themselves. That's the whole point of advertising. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to put this Father Knows Best out there, because I recently did my video where I've been kind of just feeling sort of demoralized about the whole YouTube thing. And now this comes out, and yes, I didn't get the email because I'm just barely lucky enough to have a channel that grew enough that I'm worthy to keep around for them. But for how long? When are they going to say, let's up that bar? It started a while back saying that you had to have 10,000 views before you could be a YouTube partner. And everybody was like, wow, 10,000 views? That's going to take me a few months to get that if I have a brand new channel and I have good content, right? Now they've upped the bar quite a bit. It's going to take you years and years and years to do what they're saying you have to do to become a partner now. And again, it's not because of the money, because the money is negligible at this point when you're starting a channel. But it's the exposure that you want. It's the recommendation that you want. You know, your channel will be dead and buried before you even get it off the ground under these new rules, because they only want to support and promote channels that already have large numbers, and they don't care about the quality of those numbers through the demographics. That doesn't mean a thing. It's just pure numbers. Doesn't matter who those numbers represent or what that represents. It's insane. So I'm feeling bad, man. Feeling pretty bad. I want to keep making stuff, and occasionally I will. But this is just another nail in the coffin for YouTube, and I really hope someplace else comes around that we can go and just get back to having fun, making fun videos and having a good time, the way it was supposed to be, the way it used to be. I know VidMe has already come and gone. A lot of us tried channels over there because it was an alternative to YouTube, and that's dead and buried already. Long gone. So, I don't know. I don't want to just spill doom and gloom, but man, long as your favorite YouTubers have a channel, as long as someone is still around that gives you quality content that you like to watch, thank them by leaving likes, because of course, YouTube's all-knowing wisdom with their algorithms and stuff. If you don't get enough interaction with likes and comments, they'll bury your videos too, and no one will see them. No one will watch them. They don't even tell the people that are subscribed to your channel when you upload. They don't. You're supposed to hit the bell and get notifications so that you can see when somebody uploads something. But if you subscribe to a whole bunch of YouTube channels like I do, if you put the bell on all of those, your phone's going to be going off all day, because it doesn't just put them into your list on YouTube. It sends you notifications on your phone. You're just going to be littered with little numbers popping up on your phone all day long. And so I can't do that. I don't want that. I want to just click on YouTube and scroll through the people that I'm subscribed to and see their actual videos. But that's too hard for Google to do. They want to force you toward people that they want to force you toward, and for some odd reason, they are making some bad picks, man. Bad picks. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd get on here and let everybody know what's going on, and hopefully we can have some more fun in the future. I'm going to try. I may contact my network and see if there's anything that we can do to make sure that things are okay, because once the demonetization thing hits, you don't just get kicked out of YouTube's creator program. If you're on a network or something like I am, you automatically get kicked out of the network too, because they can only work with people that are on this program with Google. So because I'm barely there, if I have another couple of months that are just like average normal months, once my rolling total of 12 months goes along past October, because that was my big month, if I get past October, YouTube might go, hey man, you're under the threshold. See ya. And at that point, the dream that I had, the dream that all YouTubers have, not of being rich and making all this money and everything, but the dream of actually creating some content that is fun, entertaining, and that people actually see, that dream will be dead, because there won't be anybody to see it anymore. Your own subscribers won't be notified when you upload a video, and no one that isn't subscribed to your channel will ever be recommended to watch anything that you make, because YouTube will not recommend channels that are not monetized, because they are in it for Google. They're in it for YouTube. They're not in it for you. And they're certainly not in it for me or anybody else. But even if YouTube goes away, and even if I'm gone and every other channel you like to watch is gone, just remember that you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and while we're still allowed to have a little bit of fun here on YouTube, the reward for you sitting and watching through this whole entire rambling thing that I've done is some duck farts.